Imagine you're a sailor lost at sea centuries ago, navigating the treacherous waters of the Pacific Ocean off the coast of Peru. The sun dips low on the horizon, and suddenly etched into a massive hillside, you spot it. A colossal figure glowing in the fading light, towering over 500 feet tall, shaped like a giant candelabra or a divine trident piercing the earth. Is it a warning, a beacon, or a message from the gods? Or something even more otherworldly? Today we're diving deep into one of the world's most baffling ancient mysteries, the Paracas Candelabra. Stick around, because by the end you might question everything you thought you knew about human history. And trust me, the twists will keep coming. Let's start with the basics. What exactly is this thing? The Paracas Candelabra, also known as the Candelabra of the Andes, or El Candelabro, is a massive geoglyph carved into the northern face of the Paracas Peninsula in Pisco Bay, Peru. It's not some small drawing. This bad boy measures about 170 meters in height. That's taller than the Statue of Liberty. The design is cut deep into the sandy hillside, about 60 centimeters into the soil, with trenches that have somehow withstood centuries of wind and erosion. From the sea, it's visible up to 19 kilometers away, making it a striking landmark for anyone approaching the coast. But here's where it gets intriguing. Unlike the famous Nazca Lines just a bit further south, which are best seen from the air, the candelabra is oriented towards the ocean. It's like it was made to be spotted from the water. Who would go through the effort to create something so enormous, and why? Was it a signal for ancient mariners or something more symbolic? We'll explore that soon, but first, let's rewind to how this mystery was uncovered. The Paracas Candelabra wasn't discovered in the modern sense until Spanish explorers sailed past it in the 16th century, but it's been there far longer. Peruvian archaeologist Maria Reich, the same woman who dedicated her life to studying the Nazca Lines, measured the geoglyph in the mid-20th century. She found pottery shards nearby styled in the Paracas tradition, which radiocarbon dating places around 200 BCE. That's over 2,200 years ago. The Paracas culture, thriving from about 800 BCE to 100 BCE, were master weavers and farmers in this arid region, but they left behind far more questions than answers. Speaking of the Paracas people, get this. They practiced something truly bizarre: cranial deformation. They bound the heads of infants to elongate their skulls, creating these eerie, cone-shaped crania that look straight out of a sci-fi movie. Mainstream science says it's cultural, a sign of status or beauty, achieved through head binding. But some researchers, like Brian Forrester, claim DNA tests on these skulls show anomalies, larger cranial volumes, unknown genetic markers that don't match modern humans. Could they be evidence of an ancient hybrid race? Or even an extraterrestrial influence? It's controversial for sure, but it adds fuel to the fire when we think about who might have etched the candelabra into the hill. Were these the same people, with their elongated heads, channeling some otherworldly inspiration? Hold on though, don't jump to aliens just yet. The accepted timeline ties the geoglyph to the Paracas era, but some historians argue it could be even older, predating them by centuries. Imagine that, an even more ancient civilization leaving their mark. But why? Let's dive into the theories that have puzzled experts for decades. The first theory is that it's a navigation aid. Picture ancient sailors hugging the coast, using this giant symbol as a landmark to find safe harbors or freshwater sources. The Paracas Peninsula is riddled with bays, and the geoglyph's seaside orientation makes sense for seafarers. Some even speculate it points to the Nazca Lines inland, almost like an ancient signpost saying, "Turn here for more mysteries." But if it was just a map marker, why the elaborate candelabra shape? Why not a simple arrow? That leads us to theory 2, religious or ceremonial significance. Many believe it represents the trident of Viracocha, the Inca creator god who wielded a staff that could command the elements. The Paracas people might have carved it as a tribute, hoping to invoke protection for their voyages or harvests. Or wilder still, it could symbolize a hallucinogenic plant like jimsonweed, used in the shamanic rituals for visions and spiritual journeys. The plant's branching shape mirrors the candelabra. Could this be evidence of ancient psychedelic ceremonies etched into the earth? But wait, there's a darker twist. Some fringe theories link it to extraterrestrials. Like the Nazca Lines, which some claim are alien runways, the candelabra's massive scale and visibility from afar scream landing signal. And tying back to those elongated skulls, if they're not fully human, maybe the Paracas were in contact with visitors from the stars. Sounds out there? Absolutely. But with no definitive proof, the door's wide open for speculation. And another angle. It might be a seismic indicator or weather predictor. The region is prone to earthquakes, and some geoglyphs elsewhere align with fault lines or solstices. Could the candelabra be an ancient tool for forecasting disasters? We don't know, and that's the thrill. Each theory peels back a layer, but the core remains hidden. Now, let's connect the dots to the bigger picture. The candelabra isn't isolated. It's near the Nazca Lines, those enormous drawings of animals and shapes visible only from above. Were they made by the same people? The Paracas culture transitioned into the Nazca, so maybe, but the candelabra's style is unique, more bold and singular. Expeditions in recent years using drones and ground-penetrating radar have tried to uncover more, but erosion and time have buried many secrets. Fast forward to modern times. In 2016, Peru declared the site a National Heritage Monument, with strict laws protecting it. Damage it and you could face 3 to 6 years in jail. Tourists flock to boat tours for glimpses, but scientists still debate. DNA from the elongated skulls, ongoing tests hint at European or Middle Eastern ancestry mixed in, challenging migration theories. And the candelabra itself, no new artifacts have definitively solved it. It's like the Earth is guarding its secrets. But here's a real mind bender. What if it's not from 200 BCE? Some pottery might be unrelated, and the geoglyph could be thousands of years older, from a lost civilization wiped out by cataclysms. Climate data shows the area was once greener. Could rising seas or earthquakes have erased the creators? So what do you think? Is the Paracas Candelabra a sailor's guide, a god's emblem, or proof of ancient visitors? The mystery endures, a testament to how little we know about our past. If this sparked your curiosity, hit that like button, subscribe for more unsolved enigmas, and drop in the comments. What's your wildest theory? Until next time, keep questioning the unknown, and we'll see you in the next one.